I don't wear a watch, I count the time in rust. From the calluses on my palms to the boots caked in dust. They see the lines around my eyes and they call it giving in. But every crease is just a mile of the places that I've been. My back's been bent from lifting things that most men wouldn't carry. My hands have held the dying and the ones I had to bury. They look at me and see a man who's weathered, worn and old. But every scar I'm wearing is a story that I've told. You can call it broken, you can call it beat, you can say I'm walking on borrowed time and tired feet. But the marks you see is damage are the only proof I've got that I survived the fires when a lesser man would not. These ain't just scars, they're the map of the war, of the ghost that I've carried and the weight that I bore. You can judge the rough edges, you can fear the deep burn, but I'm proud of every lesson that these silver streaks earn. There's a line across my knuckles from a fight I didn't start. I burn along my fall from a fire I pulled a child from in the dark. A cracking on my rib I got from falling off a horse that threw me, then I rode it out across the same rough course. Some scars come from trouble, some come from trying to help, some come from the hand life dealt when you were dealt from the bottom of the deck yourself. But every single one I left, every mark upon my skin is a receipt for living, proof that I went in. You can call it foolish, you can call it wreck, you can say I should have pulled the reins and showed more self-respect. But the scars you see as failure are the medals that I wear for every time I got back up when life had left me there. These ain't just scars, they're the map of the war, of the ghost that I've carried and the weight that I bore. You can judge the rough edges, you can fear the deep burn, but I'm proud of every lesson that these silver streets on. They ask me if I'd take them back, the scars upon my hide, if I could smooth the skin and walk around with nothing left to hide. And I think about that boy I was, so eager and so clean, so sure that life was fair, so sure that it was mean. And I tell them no, I wouldn't trade a single one I've got, because the man I am today was every wound and every shot. The scars ain't just the damage, they're the healing that came after. They're the only thing that holds me together when the world comes crashing after. These ain't just scars, they're the map of the war, of the ghost that I've carried and the weight that I bore. You can judge the rough edges, you can fear the deep burn, but I'm proud of every lesson that these silver streaks on. Count the time in a word, count the miles stay.